Hey guys, it's Coach Martinez, a PE teacher at Lively Elementary in Irving ISD. We're going to continue working on our weight transfer. Remember, that's where you take your body weight and you transfer it in different ways, meaning to move or to shift your body weight in different ways. It could be 2 feet and then shift all of your body weight over to just 1 foot. Or you could be shifting it to different body parts like your hands. It's on 2 feet now. I could go to 2 hands only and then go back to 2 feet. We practiced that a little bit last time. Things like mule kicks or different walks that we did, crab walks and bear crawls using our hands and our feet. Some knee walks, some other army crawl. That was pretty fun. This week, we're going to kind of go a little higher or lift our feet up a little bit longer, supporting with our hands only for a little bit longer. Using things like handstands, or where you walk your feet up the wall called Spider-Mans, and then also looking at cartwheels or even round-offs. It's kind of working our way up. Do the best you can to work hard and definitely be safe as you try these challenges. Some of them are easy. We're going to start kind of easy and then work our way up. If it gets too hard for you, then just stay at that level. We want you to have fun, be safe, and to learn some of our weight transfer skills. So we're still focused on demonstrating control. That's important for our safety. So show me that you can be safe and have control with your body as you transfer your weight on, like, such as from your feet to your hands only, like a handstand or where you walk your feet up the wall, or a cartwheel. So we're going to be doing that for a little bit longer. Last week we did it real short, so our hands were there and we just did donkey kick. So we came up for just a second, we kicked our feet up and then we came back. But this week we're going to go up a little bit higher, and then be able to hopefully hold our body up a little bit longer. So demonstrating control as you move from your feet to your hands only, and then with control back to your feet. Also, don't forget, weight transfer has to do with getting on equipment, off equipment, things like when you're climbing ladders, when you're getting in and out of the car or in and out of the bathtub, playing on different equipment at a playground like the one we have here on campus, or if you go to a park near you. And then also just getting up on things that are higher, or getting down safely, like up on a counter because you need to reach something higher. When you are doing that, always use control, but you're transferring your body weight from, like, maybe you're getting up high onto a counter, so you would go from your 2 feet, you would use your hands to kind of push or support you up. You might even shift up to like a knee up there, or sometimes we have to kind of jump and push ourselves up. So that's kind of what we're using as our arms a lot for support this week. Make sure those arms stay straight and they don't bend. If they bend at any time, of course your body's not going to have enough your arms are not going to have enough strength to support your body weight. Okay, so really focus on those arms being straight, especially as we start lifting our body up and our feet come off the ground. Our feet are used to supporting us, so they're used to staying straight, no problem. Now we're going to have to use our arms to support, which does come in a little bit with strength. Let's check out a few of those skills that you're going to practice this week. Okay, so we're going to transfer our weight from our feet only to our hands. We'll do this kind of with a quick practice, a little bit of some of the stuff that we started last week. So find a safe space that you can use, kind of just almost like a little warm-up for us. Hands up, put 1 foot forward. That's kind of like your ready position or your start position. First thing is just lift 1 foot up in front and then back down. Do that several times. They call it like an L kick. Try to keep your body straight and lift. Not kicking like this, but lifting. It more should be like an L lift. Once you get the hang of that, now we're going to take our hands and throw them down as we lift our legs. So leg, hands, leg, hands. And we're just touching the ground. We're not lifting yet. All right? We're not pushing our body up. Just get the motion of it. This front foot that you're lifting stays in front. You kind of use it to support yourself, so the back foot stays in back, front foot stays in front, and then as you go down, you're just touching. In a second, we'll lift, okay? Let me get on the mat so you can see a little better. And just touch. All right, now let's kind of give it a slight little lift using our arms to support. Remember, keep those arms straight. Don't bend them. If they bend, you're going to fall. So keep those arms straight to support. Ready? Lift, down, push up. Okay, so you're supporting yourself. Try it again. L up. A few more times on your own. So just a little push on the ground to lift that body up. Just has to go like a few inches or so. When you bring that foot up, it gives you momentum. If you just stand here and try to do it, you can't get up as high because you don't have the momentum. So, with that leg, keep it in front, and then support your body. One more time. All right, now the next time we're gonna focus on the legs and the back, trying to lift them up even higher. They call it like a T-stand, so the back foot is gonna try to come straight up, the other one's gonna kind of go out. Let's see if we can do that. Starts the same way, ready position, L, throw, lift. So you're lifting your legs a little bit longer, staying up, supporting with your arms a little bit longer. Instead of go, hold it up a little longer. All right, you can try a few more of those. That gets us warmed up, making sure our arms are ready to support. Now, let's look at kind of the beginning parts of a handstand. Make sure you have a safe place to work and a wall that you're allowed to use. That may be inside, it might be outside, that may be a fence or a gate that you can use or an outside wall if you don't have one that's empty like this, but you don't want like pictures and signs and stuff in the way. I luckily have an empty wall right here that I'll be using. So make sure you find a safe place to do this. If you need to just watch right now and then go try it, or if you have a safe place right now, you can try it out with me, all right? So simply put your back to the wall, so it's behind you. Kind of squat down, and you're gonna put your hands in front of you to support. Now, it depends on a few different things, how far away from the wall. You don't wanna be out really far because you're not gonna be able to reach the wall with your feet. So you can get in kind of medium, enough for you to squat down. If you can't squat down, then scoot forward a little. You're simply just gonna put your foot against the wall and walk your feet up, so you kind of have to push against it and hold it. Maybe count to 5 or 10 and then walk yourself back down safely. So don't drop or fall, just walk your hands up, your feet up, and then you can actually move your hands a little closer if you want. Let's try that again. See if you go a little bit longer, maybe 2 or 3 more counts longer. So put your hands down for good support, arms stay straight. One foot against the wall, you're gonna push and kind of lift your body up. Go all the way as far as you can and hold it for a few seconds. Okay, and safely walk your feet down the wall and come back. Don't just fall or drop. Now, you can do that a few more times to practice getting those arms nice and strong and your arms there for support. You can even walk your hands so that you get a little bit closer to the wall so your body's straighter. I'll show you that this time. If you can do it, try it. If not, then just hold the position that you have, all right? So start how you were. Your hands there for support, feet against the wall, walk yourself up, and if you can, walk your hands in a little. Hold it, and come down. You don't have to hold it too long, just maybe 5-10 seconds. If you can go a little longer, that's great. Just a little practice to get your arms learning how to support yourself. So those are called Spider-Mans because you're walking yourself up the wall. Be safe as you try those. Make sure you're not crumbling or falling down. If you have a hang of that, you can kind of go on to the next thing. If you don't have that yet, keep practicing, and that's what you'll work on for your assignment. All right? Let's move to the next thing. If you're ready, you can go on to this next level, which are called handstands. You're going to be using the same wall or an empty space. Make sure it has as tall as you are, that is safe as tall as you are. If it's like a gate or fence that's only here, it's not going to hold you up. So you're actually going to throw your feet so they'll be against the wall. To do this, you need to turn and face the wall, and you need to be about, like put your back to the wall and take a giant step forward. That's about how far you'll need to be away from the wall. When you do that, you'll be facing the wall, and then you'll do your skill. So let me show you the skill first before I go backwards against the wall. What happens is you'll do the same thing you practiced at the beginning, hands up, foot up. You'll throw your hands down, but this time you're going to throw your feet so they land against the wall. Earlier we were just doing a little lift. This time you're going to throw your feet so hopefully one will land against the wall and you'll safely rest the second one again. If your arms are not strong enough to support your body, don't try this. Make sure you're being safe. But if you are ready for this, you can try it. Make sure a parent there is there to help you. So let's look at handstands against the wall. I'm going to start in a ready position. One foot is out. I'll do it sideways so you can see. One foot is out. I'm going to throw my hands down and then my feet up against the wall. Okay, that's how it goes. And you should be able to rest it. You can even stay longer. I kind of hit the wall and bounce back. So let me see if I can stay on the wall a little longer for you. One foot out for ready position, hands up. You have to kind of throw yourself or go into it. If you just try to put your hands and then you try to lift, it's not going to work. Okay, you have to go into that momentum, it's called, so that you kind of create a rolling action. So one foot out, hands up, ready, throw, lift, hold it if you can, one foot down and the other foot down so you can come down safely. Same thing as you go up, one foot up, and then when you come down safely. Don't crumble or fall. If you try this and your arms aren't able to support you, then don't try it anymore. Just stick with the challenge that I taught you about the Spider-Mans. One more time for handstands. Ready position. Okay, and you can stay longer. Now, last thing I want to look at or show you guys is a cartwheel. Cartwheel is kind of the next level of what we just learned. So we just went straight up. A cartwheel goes straight up and then back over. And we're going to use the segments on the mat, the colors or the strips on the mat to help you out. So when you first start, you'll start a ready position, hands up just like you did. You can even do the L kick. You're going to put one hand in each color. So for me, it's going to be this blue section, and then I'll put one in the white section. And then I'll land with one foot in the next section, which is blue, and then the other foot in the next section, which is red. So it's going hand, hand, foot, foot. The lead up to this, if you want to practice, if you're not quite ready to, with your arms, just try it just like I said. Put one hand, I'll do it this way for you. Put one hand, other hand, and then try to lift your feet and keep them over to the other side. That's kind of like step one or learning how to do a cartwheel. Go back and let me show you again. You just put one hand, next hand, kick your feet up and over. If you get better and better and better, your feet will go higher and higher and higher, more straight over versus curving around. So here's what a regular cartwheel would look like once you get the hang of that. Start with one foot ready, and your hands up. You're going to throw them hand, hand, foot, foot. All right, let me show you again, cartwheel. Ready? Hand, hand, foot, foot. So you're landing one hand and then the other hand comes over, land with one foot and the other foot. Again, your arms should be supporting you. You shouldn't be crumble or falling in the middle. If you are doing that, you're going to end up hurting yourself, either your neck or your arm or your shoulder, something like that. So your arms should be there to support you. So if you cannot support your body weight with your arms only and some of the other steps, don't try cartwheels. But if you are able to support yourself, then you can try them. Let me show you one more time and you can take a few practice on your own. Hands up to start. Hand, hand, foot, foot. All right? Lastly, if you're like, I got that, no problem, let me show you a round off, which is the same as it starts. Just at the end, when your feet are in the air, you bring both feet together and you kind of land together versus one in one, one in the other. So before I was going hand, hand, and I landed with one foot in the blue and one foot in the red. This time I'm going to kind of round it off. That's why they call that. 2 feet will be together and I should kind of be facing back where I was. So let's look at that. All right? Cartwheel part's just the same. It's just once you're in the air, your legs change for round off. This is like the final top level. Hand, hand, feet together. They come landing together. I'm almost facing back where I came from. And then like I said, they're together. Let me show you round off one more time. Hand, hand, feet together, and I land them together. Okay? Try that a few times if you're at that level. Whichever level you are at, that's okay. Work at that level. Don't try to do a different level or somebody else's level because you need to have the strength in your own arm to support your own body weight and transfer the weight from your feet to your hands only and then back to your feet safely. Like I said, work at the level that you are at. If you're at Spider-Man's, try that. Keep working. If you're able to do that, you can kind of move on to the handstands where you're throwing your body up against the wall. Once you have the hang of that, you can try some cartwheels. If you want to start at the lower level cartwheel, just to make sure your hands can support you, put your hands, kick over. Once you get the hang of that, then you can go into where you're throwing it down. You guys are gonna do awesome. Please be safe. Make sure there's a parent or an adult near you to watch and make sure you're being safe. Find an open space and work on that weight transfer. Guys are doing good. We'll see you soon. Bye.